Hello everyone and welcome back to more the Minish Cap, and in this episode we're going to be going further through the Palace of Winds and hopefully clearing it, but we'll have to see about that. Although in this bit we're basically going to come across these enemies that we came across before, which are moblins, and this time they've got spears. You know, the one where I did cooperation with my friend Harry TM, or should I say Harry TM12, but still. So pretty much we're just got to progress a bit further through this area and see how we do. And we want to be a bit careful on this bit this time, because even though we have the rocks cape, we still want to be a bit cautious about where we're going. Right. I was hoping that I'd make that time, except you basically just want to watch out of the way of these things. I don't know what happened there. For some reason I was changing direction of wind. That was very weird indeed. Okay, that was weird. Although this choo-choo, you know, we could take him out, but no, I feel like I want to because I'm such a nice person. Because Link is always nice to enemies. I don't know why I've started off the episode like this, but oh well. And this is one thing I like, when you get the rocks cape, if you just, you know, you can jump against the wind this time. So, that's pretty good. Although on this bit, you want to be a bit careful, and we've stumbled across a new enemy actually. This is an enemy similar to Lakitu, if you ask me, from Super Mario Galaxy 2, Super Mario World, you know, basically most of the Mario games. But the objective is you flip him over. I actually fought him in the cloud tops when I was finding the King Stones. You know, I was speeding it up. You may have noticed it, but I do really want to go over it because I knew he'd appear in this temple. So I thought I'd go over him here. Although he's just going to fire these things, and we basically got to watch out of the way. I'm really not doing that well at all with dodging these pitfalls and all that, but still. The thing that I don't really get is, we're above the clouds, but you can't see land anywhere. There's just clouds. I mean, surely, you know, we're not that high, because by now, you know, it would have been too much pressure for Link and all that. But still, it's a Zelda game. Anything can happen. It's the Zelda universe. I mean, you have Mario surviving in space, you have Link, what is it, being able to breathe underwater for some reason. People leave their spare key inside the house, which I don't know why. So yeah, it's a Zelda universe, you know, pretty much. Stuff happens. Something that's not really possible in reality. Although on this bit, they expect you to do this. This is a bit of a tricky thing to do, but if you do it right, you should make it. They expect you to jump off here and make it to the other side. So, you know, there will be times where you don't have to always jump all the way up through the clouds in order to access new areas, as you have to climb up and jump off things. But they definitely change stuff around here, and that's what I like about it. But still, tip of the droplets is better. Ah, these things. Now honestly, we do have the boomerang, the magical boomerang and all that, but the easiest way to kill these guys is to do it the old-fashioned way, by just watching out with their strikes and striking them at the back. That's what I'd recommend. If you use any other items, they will not work. So just do it this way, as it will save you a lot of hassle and hearts. I know from experience. You got the small key. I'm not really going to read the dialogue because it's basically the same thing. You know, you got the key, you open the door, pretty much stuff you do in reality. At least it has some realism, I guess. Although they're really nice enough to leave this spark right here, as if you watched the episode where I went through the Fortress of Winds, if you hit them with your boomerang, they transform into a fairy. So that's nice. Except I don't really need to catch any of them because I've got plenty of fairy bottles. Have I even used one in this game? Because I swear, I have not died in this game at all. Because if I have not died in this game, then that's really weird, because even in my Metric Fusion LP, I managed to make it all the way across there without dying, and I found that really weird. If I do it again in this game, that would be quite cool. Although I will admit, Minish Cap, you know, it's not really a difficult Zelda game. It is challenging a bit, but, you know, it's definitely not hard. If you want a hard Zelda game, play Zelda 2 or the original Zelda NES. They are what you call hard. But pretty much on this bit, they expect you to do this. Instead of just slashing away with your pots, we're actually going to use pots this time to activate one of the switches. So, let's duplicate ourselves and access the new area. I really like that puzzle of how they did it there. Honestly, in a lot of Zelda games, they don't really use pottery that much. I mean, sure, you know, you have pots, you smash them and all that, but you don't actually push them on switches and that anymore. So it's very unique finding it in this game. And I really love timing that jump right there, as it's really satisfying if you ask me. I don't know why. I like some strange things in games. Then again, I'm just a bit of a weird person. And I got frozen by these guys. Great. Those basically are ice whiz robes. You want to watch out for their ice attacks and try to make it through. And honestly, I'm having more hard time with the moblin right there instead of the ice whiz robes, which is weird because I swear these guys are supposed to be harder. But you know, even still, they're ice whiz robes, but I still lost about, I don't know, 3 heart containers, so they're definitely not a threat at all in this game. And we're going to come across these new forms of Stalfoses, where instead of just jumping around, they will throw their bones at us, so that makes it a bit more difficult. And honestly, yeah, I've got plenty of rupees, so I'm going to skip out on that Stalfos for now. We don't really have to kill him, but once I'm going to spare an enemy. And here we go, we're going to do this jump again. Can I time it? No, of course not. Try again. There we go. I always find that really satisfying myself, just trying to time your jumps and fly against the wind. I don't know why, it's just mainly because, you know, how you explore around in Zelda games, they are quite slow, so to find Link actually virtually flying is quite cool if you ask me. Although we want to go in this room and acquire the boss key. The big key, sorry. Use it to open big doors. You don't say it, it's probably why it's called the big key. I swear I said this in my first episode. But still. And it's nice to find that the spark respawns itself as you can hit it and get yourselves a couple of fairies. So I just want to go out and then back in again and acquire another fairy. As you know, I might as well get 4 heart containers to make it a bit easier for myself. Although of that, I think that's pretty much the temple done, so how about we open the door and see what's inside. There's an arrow pointing that way for some reason. That's quite weird. Ooh! What? I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but I'm no good with heights. Wait, hold on. I think I see something down there. I guess that means we have to take the plunge after all, I'm afraid so is slow, so this time we have to take a plunge by jumping into this hole. And it spawns us with a red Darknut. Brilliant. Although pretty much this is what I quite like. They expect you with your Rocks Cape to make it a bit easier for yourself and just jump over him, so that way you can have time to slash him. Because see, if you just jump over him, if I'm able to do it, you can then get behind him and slash him. But honestly, I'm having a bit of trouble, so I'm going to do it my way, where all I do is leave some bombs, wait for him to come, and fall off. Pretty much just blow him up. I'm not really having much luck here at all, and just basically keep doing it and slashing him. You can actually just get him off the edge though, like that, see? Okay, in that case I'd suggest using bombs instead, because you can easily just blow him off the edge. Although defeat him how you like, I don't really mind. And there'll be this blue portal here that will warp us back to the area, so I want to smash a couple of pots and get some hearts. Or 1. Oh, only 2. I'll be alright. I mean, I'm only missing about 1 1/4 of a heart, so I'm alright. But still, let's just progress into this area here. How much further do we have to go? This place goes on forever. Yeah, it does. That's what I really don't like about it. There's no point in complaining about it. I'm afraid I just did. We must press onward. I swear it's like Eslo's breaking the 4th wall, because he's talking to me. But still, this is a place where we want to use our flame lantern and light up the area. Although I think you could tell that, because I mean it's dark. Use your common sense. And I just want to grab a couple of hearts and Dibdo! If you get caught by Dibdos, you're going to lose a couple of hearts. So you want to make sure you stay clear of them. If you need to hit them with your boomerang and make life a bit easier. I might as well demonstrate it actually. So if you hit them with your boomerang and switch back to your sword, they'll be stunned for a while and you can just kill them in no time. So that makes it a bit easier. And honestly, I'm really got lucky trying to dodge that bit there. Because, you know, the stealth goes through like a bone at me and all that. You got the compass! Use it to find locations of hidden items! Press stars and then other items will be on that screen. I'm speaking like that because I don't really want to read it, because it's basically the same thing. I thought I've gone a bit crazy in this episode. I don't know. I have no idea. Although with all that done, let's just progress onwards upstairs and see what lies ahead. And I'm going to ignore those blue choo-choos because I don't need them. And also, this place is quite difficult because of these pea hats. Seriously, these pea hats will get in your way a lot and they're really annoying. You want to make sure that you take them out first. That's what I'd advise. So let's see. If they're going to come towards me, that is. You know what, let's risk it. What? Okay, maybe not. I'll have to exit the room and then come back in. Because luckily the pea hats, they don't respawn. Because you know, there's only 2. There was 3 before, but I took out that one, so that one didn't come back. Well, let's just duplicate ourselves. And see if I can make it. You serious? Great. Okay, pea hat, you can just come here, and I can just take you out, please. Because you're making life a lot difficult. Actually, you know what? Forget it. Since the floor panels respawn, I might as well take out every pea hat, and then make my way out and back in again. There we go. Oh, great. Still one of them. Brilliant. See if I can take him out. And yep, he's taken out. That should be all of them. So now let's try going in once more. Yep, they're all gone. So that makes life a bit easier. I was talking to myself for some reason. But what am I saying? I'm talking to myself the whole time. I've gone crazy. Although this time, now that we duplicate ourselves properly, and whoops! I was a bit slow doing it that time. Now that we duplicate ourselves and hit the switches. There we go, that's what I wanted to do. I was failing a lot on that. That was kind of embarrassing. Although, yeah, that's pretty much what you got to do. It's a little bit difficult, but, you know, I like a challenge, so I'm alright with it. And we came all that way for a key. Seriously, that's all Link does. He comes all this way through these perilous journeys, defeating enemies, solving these puzzles that are mind-boggling, just to find a key. You got to feel sorry for Link sometimes. Well, I mean, he's kind of mindless anyway. He doesn't really talk that much. He cuts up animals in order to sell them, just to buy weapons to kill more animals. And he has no sympathy for enemies. So, he's kind of a nasty person sometimes, I guess. I have no idea why I said that. Either way, let's just fall down the centre of this and acquire this chest that will contain a small key. So again, you know, he just risked his life jumping down from a pit just to find a small key. Just a small key. But still. Either way, I'm going to make my way all the way back up there again, so I'll see you guys in a bit. And there we are back, and we've got to take out this King Stone. No, not King Stone. Stelphos. I have no idea what I was saying there. Okay. What's going on? That door should have opened. I have no idea what's going on here. This is really weird. Let me just fall down for a second and see what happens. Did he die? I have no idea what's happened actually. I'm kind of stuck. Oh, I think we have to take out him. Is that right? I don't know. Let me try going back up there and see what happens. I've kind of encountered something that's not rare. I don't know. Oh great, now he respawns. It looks like you have to kill him on the top. Try to not make him fall down then, or else the door won't open. What? Well, this is weird. How do I get past here? Okay, I'm going to have to spend a couple of minutes actually. Oh, I remember now. When we collect the keys, we have to now go into this door. I will admit, it's a bit of a while since I practiced on this temple, so some things might be a little bit new to me, and I'll forget where to go sometimes. Well, that's pretty much all we had to do. And we have to be really careful on this bit. There's one thing I don't get. How come in Cloud Tots, when I was floating about, it was a little bit faster? I know you probably couldn't see it due to it being sped up and all. But honestly, even just playing it normally, it was still okay. So, because, you know, just playing through it normally and all, it felt a bit faster. I was floating a little bit quicker. I don't know why it's like that in this place. Okay, no, because I'm floating around a bit slower, but either way, it doesn't really matter. And give those again. Great. I might as well take them out both at the same time. Let's see, can I do them both? I can! Great. I made that easy for myself. And there was one thing that was really weird that I encountered in my first time playing this. When I first did Palace of Winds, what was it? One of the Gyptos tried to grab me and all, but I went upstairs just as he was about to do it, and for some reason Link walked up on the ceiling. Like literally, I encountered a really weird glitch. And it was kind of annoying because I forgot to save, so I had to start all over again. Although I found it kind of funny in a way, but still. I don't know, it's just I found it a bit of a weird glitch to encounter myself. Either way, let's just fall down here and see what is down here. Sorry about that, I had a bit of an interruption right there. But as you can see, there'll be these Wizrobes again, and we basically just want to kill them. Because Link's a really nice person. Yeah, that's it, just those two Wizrobes. I didn't do any damage there at all. At least I got Red Kingstone for it though, so that's pretty good. And basically, you know, it's the door that opens out here. You know, the one that was locked when we first came up and all that. But how about we go upstairs again? And this time I want to go up. Wait, was it up? No, I think it was left, wasn't it? Oh no, it was up. I'm getting lost for some reason, this is weird. Might have to practice a bit more in this dungeon. But still. In this bit though, we're going to come across more Wizrobes, and this time they're fireproof. No, not fireproof. This time they have fire powers. I don't know why I said fireproof, like they can protect themselves against fire, even though they shoot fire. And defeating them, we get a chest and it contains a map. Now it gives us the map. Brilliant. Although with the map done, we can now progress into the next room and Wall Masters. Brilliant. Although with the magical boomerang, it makes it a bit easier. I thought I was going to get caught then. Ah! Okay, that was a bit weird. Although I was kind of a bit under pressure there. But still, if you just hit them with your boomerang, you know, you can stun them and make it a bit easier for yourself. And that's all good. Although really, I don't really want to destroy the Stalfoses as I've lost enough hearts. And I just want to progress up to the next room. And more people, great. However, it's been around 18 minutes, now to keep my videos short, so in the next episode we're going to be going through Palace of Winds. I don't know what's happened to my voice for some reason. So take care guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Don't get me Gibdo. Thank you.